In other global news, a businessman in Hong Kong opened a two-story museum called the Museum Victoria City. It has been a year to the opening of this museum, which aims to preserve the items that tell the story of Hong Kong's British colonial past. Brian Ong has turned his childhood fascination of colonial memorabilia into a museum, which is now open to a wider audience. More in our next report. Take a look.
Every step up this staircase in Hong Kong is a step back to the past. Businessman Brian Ong opened the Museum Victoria City last year. It's part personal collection and part souvenir shop, a two-story time capsule of the territory's British colonial past.
I think history is quite important to every individual, regardless it's good or bad. It's always a lesson to learn and always a experience from the past.
Next week, Hong Kong will mark 25 years since the British handed the territory back to China. But for hobbyists like Ong, the past still lingers. His fascination has turned into a pastime, collecting things like stamps, banknotes, and portraits. Among the museum's most precious items, a partially burnt British flag dating back to a World War II battle. Ong began building his trove when he was only 15 years old.
These are all the newspaper clippings I collected as a teenager about the 1997 handover, which I consider invaluable because they took a lot of time and work to collect. This specific piece of news is noteworthy since it shows the Navy taking down the Queen's portrait from headquarters.
Hong Kong is preparing for the handover anniversary on July 1st amid growing acrimony between the city's old political masters and mainland China. Britain has accused Beijing of breaking its promises following a crackdown on dissent after the 2019 pro-democracy protests. Beijing has responded with angry rebukes. Ong's museum may seem politically sensitive, but he's confident there's nothing here that would irk authorities.
If you asked whether I think I'm British, I'd say definitely not. I'm a Hong Kong man.
And that, he says, is a completely different identity.